Hey guys, it's time for the Midweek Lift, Psalm 139. Great devotional in the book. I hope you read it this week, and I hope that you get involved in the text. Read the chapter, read the devotional, come ready on Sunday to dive into it. Psalm 139 is, it's just one that's always stuck with me. I was really bullied. I had a very difficult, very difficult time as a child. Was just, I'll explain it another time, but what gave me a lot of comfort was knowing what we find out in, Psalm 139, that before I was ever born, God knew me in my mother's womb, in my inmost parts. He was knitting me together. He had plans for me, that whatever trouble I was going through at the moment, he was looking beyond them because he had been before them, preparing me even before I was born with this exact combination. I have people come to me all the time and they say, hey, my child is struggling with this and they don't feel like they can ever be successful, or I have this problem and I don't know that I can overcome it. And the truth is, whatever combination of personality and intelligence and athleticism and humor and whatever else God put inside of you in your mother's womb, he had a reason for it. Like, you weren't a mistake. And I find really interesting that at the beginning of the psalm, the psalmist talks about how, God, you know everything about me. When I sit down, when I get up, all of my thoughts inside my head. And towards the end of the psalm, he says, how precious are your thoughts to me, God? I can't even begin to count them. So God knows every one of our thoughts, all about us, everything inside of us, and it's precious to him. But we can turn around and say, but God, I can't even begin to imagine your thoughts, and yet they're precious to me. And so it's not just this God up in heaven who created us and walked away and said, deal with it. Yeah, you know what? You got a learning disability. Deal with it. Oh, yeah, you got a club foot. Deal with it. No, not at all. This is a God who built us perfectly, wonderfully for the purposes he had in store for us, and then invites us into a two-way relationship throughout our life to say, let me walk with you, let me move with you, let me go with you, let me help you, let me show you the plans I have for you. There is a beautiful script that God is writing and inviting you to be part of. Not just to act out, but to be part of the writing of it. He gives you choice. He's given you everything you need. He wants to be in a relationship with you. And it started long before you ever even had consciousness. So I hope that encourages you this week from Psalm 139.